What's up, guys? It's Sleepwalker, and we have a very special guest, Kapwani. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm good. It's been a pretty chill day. I slept really because I was at the studio till like 4 a.m.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, so I just had a chill day today before I have to go back again tonight.
Oh, what's your schedule like?
So really, I'm in school, but I took a semester off this semester just because like it's
Nice.
stressing me out.
I
But
did as well.
yeah, like it's just a lot, and
Yeah.
I'm a business major, so trying to be an artist and go to school and work all at the same time, like it just can be overwhelming. But right now, I just go to work like every other day. And then on like Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, like I'm in the studio or I'm doing a video or I'm trying to figure out something to build
Nice.
towards the goal.
Where do you work at?
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh, lit, lit. That's
I
like kind
get
of like a
2%
perfect
off.
like. That's like kind of like a perfect school job.
Yeah, kind of low key. Yeah, I got lucky. I just walked in there like the day before my birthday, and then they hired me on the spot.
Oh, lit.
Mhm.
Lit. Are you from? You're from Georgia, right?
So I was born in Philly,
Okay.
but I was raised in Atlanta. But I have family in Philly, so like I would go back like every summer. So I'm
Nice.
familiar with it.
How often? Yeah. So do you go there often, like as an adult?
Yeah, like my dad lives up there.
Oh,
Well, the last time I was there is like probably last summer before I went to Tanzania.
okay.
So I'm trying to go in April.
Lit. And so you grew up in the city of Atlanta?
No, I grew up in like it's not far from downtown, but I wouldn't call that the city.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's the suburbs, but it's not like it's like out the way for real. I
Yeah.
lived in like Mableton, Austell area, so that's about like I want to say like 20, maybe 25 with traffic away from like downtown. But now I stay downtown.
How often did you, when you were in high school or like growing up, did you ever, like, how often would you go into the city of Atlanta?
It would be occasionally. I would say like I started going out into the city like maybe like my senior, junior years of high
Yeah.
school once like I was able to drive and shit like that.
Okay. Were there people around, even though it's like kind of like outside of Atlanta, was there like a big music scene at all from where you were from at all? Were there like people that you knew that were like close to you that were like making music at all?
Oh, you getting into how I made music, how
Yeah.
I ended up getting into it. So really, I was singing my whole life. Like I wanted to be a singer since I was a kid. Like I've been singing for as long as I can remember. Like I was in chorus from
Mhm.
like fourth to eighth grade. I played the violin. Like I just always been a music head.
Oh,
And but I have African parents. Like my parents are from Tanzania, so they wasn't trying to hear that. Like they talking about something I need to be a doctor or whatnot. But I still was not like I wasn't having it. Like I did plays, talent shows, all that. So then once it was time for me to go to high school, I got into a magnet school for performing arts. So I had to audition all that. I was a vocal major and a dance minor. But the school itself, I hate saying
there were
ghetto.
minors and majors in the high school?
hmm
Oh, whoa.
but also the school itself, like it was like a normal school. Like not everybody that went there was in the magnet program.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, my mom didn't really like the other part of the schools. Like she thought
No
it
way.
was. I'm not gonna lie, it was bad, but I was used to it because like I went
In what
to
way? In what way?
um
Just like
I
like dumb high school shit, or was it more
It
intense?
be nah, it be dumb high school shit. But like when you go to school, like a bunch of black people and like Hispanics, like
Hmm.
it's bound. I don't want to say that because I just love black people, but it wasn't the best school type shit. So and my mom was just really concerned on like getting me into college after high school. So she just ended up moving me out of the school without my will. I didn't want to leave.
Oh damn!
So
What year was this? What year? What grade were you in?
this was literally ninth grade. I was
Oh,
only at the school for like a month, like only a
yeah.
month, and she was like, "No, like you're moving." So then I stopped singing like after that. Like I was like really depressed. Like I did not sing at all. Like I ended up moving to a school where I didn't know anybody. It was out the way. Like
Yeah. How
moving,
far was it?
bro, this is probably like 45, maybe even 50 from like the city. Like it was out the way. Like it was out of like my comfort zone. Like I had never been around. I'm thankful for the experience now, but like that was my first time being in like a predominantly like white space.
Yeah.
Like it just felt like I was an outcast. Like I didn't really feel like I fit in, and
Yeah.
then I just felt disconnected from myself because I wasn't being able to do music. I still played the violin though because I knew I had to do something, but I
Yeah.
just stopped singing. So once college started,
Where'd you go to school?
so I started in the University of West Georgia, but I quickly knew I didn't like it because it was too country for me.
Yeah.
So after a year, I decided to come to Georgia State, which is downtown. That's why I live down here now. And I ended up meeting friends and stuff that make music. So that's kind of found me again. So
How'd you meet him?
so I used to have a boyfriend. I'm not with him anymore, but his friend, he is a rapper, and basically I used to skateboard too. Like I used to be into that. So I was at the skate park one day, and this is like when I started going to school at Georgia State. So I was at the skate park and I ran into him, and so we were talking and stuff, and he was telling me about how he signed like a distribution deal with Sony.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was telling him, Surf, SURF. I believe his Instagram is like Surf Skirt, but like the skirt is spelled like SKRT. Yeah. Okay. But I ended up telling him, I was like, I can sing, and he was like, "You're a cat." Like, no, you can't. And I was like, "Bro, I'm being for real." Like, but no, everybody thought I was lying because I dead ass just never.
So you just never really done that in front of people, like, or they never even knew.
All these people didn't know, but like my friends from middle school, like of course they knew. But like these people that just meeting me in college, like I've never sung in front of them. They're like, "No, like you're joking." So then I pulled up to the studio. I had like one song. I had wrote only one song. It was a bad song, but I didn't have nothing else. So I went and I recorded it, and then they were just like, "No, like you need to keep doing it." I was just doing it for fun, like for just play. So I just started like writing songs like as a hobby, and then eventually like I had like a note full of like maybe like 9-10 songs, and I played it for some people, and they was like, "You need to put this out," type shit. So I ended up just putting it on SoundCloud, and it kind of got received well. And then once around like I want to say it was 2021, I dropped an EP on all DSPs. And then I don't know if you know the singer named Liv, but she's amazing.
Yeah, I read in an interview that she has one of your favorite albums.
Yes, she does, and it's literally we love it. But that album really helped me through a lot, and it's crazy. Like me listening to that album, like the same year I think she dropped it, or the year after, she ended up asking me to do background vocals at Afropunk for her. So it was like,
cool.
It was kind of like full circle. And after that, that's when I was like, let me take this shit serious.
How did she hit you up? How did that connection happen?
So she basically was like on social media saying that she needed like background singers for a show in Atlanta. And it's so crazy because I bought tickets. Like I really am a fan of her. Like I just genuinely love her work. But me and my best friend bought tickets to Afropunk to go see her. Like it's like we actually wanted to go see her. And so she was saying she needed like background singers for like an event. I didn't know it was Afropunk. So I just was like, I could sing type shit, and then, but I didn't.
Did you DM her or did you like have like a manager DM her? Like, how did?
Oh no, it was on Twitter. I just commented.
Oh, it was on Twitter. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then she ended up DMing me like maybe like 2 days later on Instagram, and was just like, yeah, like I want you to do this shit, and then it happened. Like it'd be that quick. Like it's crazy how all this industry stuff works. Now that I'm getting into it. But after that, like, and just going to Afropunk and like seeing all of it, like I was just like, nah, like I want to do this for real. Like it's not no joke. And after that, I started taking it serious. Yeah. That's when I wrote my album, and a lot of things just started like shifting after that.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, I want to talk about your first like project that you put out. Let me share my screen real quick. This was your first project, and I was looking at it on SoundCloud. This was really well received for a first project. How did a real butterfly effect come about? Like, what was the recording process like?
Those are the songs where I was just playing. Like all those songs were literally like, those are how many songs is on there? Like I think 4 or 5. Something like that. Where it's only 4. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were more. Like I had more, but like those are just like the best ones that like I ended up like wanting to just put out. But all of those were just spur of the moment, like me just having fun, like getting out of class and just being bored. And those are all YouTube beats too, like just going on YouTube.
Oh, damn! I was gonna ask who produced these. Like, how did you?
YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube beats. I didn't know anybody like that can make even now, I feel like now because I'm like more known a little bit in the underground in Atlanta,
Yeah.
it's people know what to send me. But at that time, like all of my friends are rappers. Even now, like most of my friends are like rappers. They don't even and not like rappers like they don't make music like Mike or something or
Yeah.
like they don't be on that type of time. Like my friends make like rave party music type
I
of
feel
rap. So it's just like I have to. YouTube was my best friend. Like just looking up type beats on there.
Did you have like a grasp of like the type of producers that you wanted to work with at all? Like on SoundCloud, were you like, I see this person, all right, I want to DM them, but I don't know how I feel about that. Were there people like that you wanted to reach out to?
At that time, no, because it was so at that time making music for me was so new. Like it wasn't like obviously I've been singing for so long, but like actually writing music, like it was just a hobby at that time. So I wasn't even thinking like who can I reach out to or I didn't even know where to look or who producers to look for to talk to. I didn't even know what type of sound I really wanted for real.
Hmm.
Um really if I could think back to what I was looking for and on YouTube, I probably look up like SZA,
Yeah.
R&B type beats, stuff like that. Like, but now I don't even want to make music like that, so it's crazy. But I feel like artists evolve, so that's more.
No, definitely. Definitely. Well, so how did you sort of like what made you sort of become more aware of like, what was around there? Like, I don't know, were you listening to Mike and Nav and like Mavi back then when you were making music? Or was this like when you were first making music? Or was this something that like also your taste developed when you were like also making music?
I think my taste developed when I was making music. I think I was aware of their music at that time,
Hmm.
but I don't think I really had like an appreciation for it. Until later on down the line. I feel like during the pandemic is really when I started like tapping into that sound, and I was like, nah, like I like this, and honestly I think like just like the lo-fi type of sound and like off the 404s and samples and stuff. I feel like it kind of like complements my voice a lot better
Yeah.
than that sound. So that's kind of how that came about. But yeah, through the pandemic, I would say that's when I started appreciating that type of sound.
Yeah. So what was it like recording your second project then? Like, let me share.
Everything will be okay.
Yeah, everything will be okay. Yeah, exactly.
So that's when I started like starting to like I was just going through a lot. Honestly, that project was like it's like a therapy session for me. Like I was in
How's that?
I was just in a well really the world had stopped, like
So this is like the thick of the pandemic. This was like right when
yeah.
it hit. Oh, okay.
Mhm. Like this is probably yeah. Like this was probably not right when COVID hit, but like
Hmm.
maybe like in the middle of it
Yeah.
type
So
thing.
everyone's like still deep
At
in
home.
quarantine and shit.
Yeah, like everybody's at home, nobody's traveling.
Yeah.
I was in a relationship with a man that did not deserve me.
Okay.
Um,
Talk
and
about.
me writing these songs was honestly just things that I wanted to say to him that I didn't feel comfortable saying. So I put
Yeah.
it in the music. And this was also around the time when I started learning how to record myself because I didn't have at the time I didn't have a roommate. Now I do, but the other room was like my studio. So that was kind of like my safe space. So I recorded all of these songs by myself. I just paid somebody to like mix it type shit.
Okay. How'd you find that person? And like, sorry, let me ask this first. What was like the equipment? Did you get new equipment at all? Like, was it like a whole process? Like, what was that process like? Of, like,
So
I'm recording this now a little bit more professionally than before.
I knew at this time, like I knew around this time, this is when I started thinking about the possibility of me being an artist as a living.
Yeah.
Like just thinking about the possibility of it. So it was just one day spur of the moment because we were just at home all the time. I was like, you know what? Since I like doing this, and I mean, obviously I'm doing schoolwork. I was like, let me still do this because I just love music. So I
Yeah.
was like, let me just go buy the shit so I can have it at home and just do it at home. I don't have to always go to my friend's house or something
Hmm.
to record music. And so, yeah, I just got the little. I be messing up the names, but I got me a
Not
little
doing it right.
the uh the interface. I got the little
Yeah, a little
interface, the red
interface. Okay.
one.
Yeah.
I got me a mic. Literally, What is this?
Yeah, bring it out. Let's see it.
This mic is low-key the AKG P120, I think. I have it on the stand. I'm not going to do this. It's too much. It's too much to pull. But I got a mic. I got an interface. I already had, like, monitors because I'm just a crazy music head. I listen to music very loud. What else did I need? Maybe I got, like, a pop filter. And then I just got like any other extra wires that I would need, and I just set that shit up, and I just started recording myself. I recorded all of those in GarageBand too. I didn't even have like Pro Tools or any of that, like none of it.
Were there producers you were working with, or was this still on the YouTube vibe?
Hold on, let me pull it up. Some of them are produced by actual producers. Faking, I believe that's a YouTube beat. Hell is produced by your friend Kobe. He's fire. He produces all of David's shit too. David's a rapper. It's crazy. Right. The nigga's finna be lit. He's already lit. The fuck, you should tap in. He has shit with Kenny Mason and all them.
Oh, bet. Okay, bet.
Yeah, like David's my best friend. That's my brother. Like that. Okay, we knew Kenny before he blew up. Like it's crazy. Head battles, YouTube beat.
I love Head Battles. I feel like that was one of my favorite songs.
That's everybody's favorite song. Yeah. That song makes me so sad. I don't even like performing that song anymore. But
I feel you. I mean, because they're just so personal to you. I can imagine just like not wanting to, you know what I mean, be on stage and watching people like dance to it. You know what I mean?
But people do love that song. They beg me to perform it, but I won't. Yeah. Maybe one day again. Jaded. I think the rest of them were YouTube beats. The only one, like Hell with David, was produced by Kobe. And I believe by this time, since I put it on all DSPs, I bought all of those beats. Okay. Like, I bought them so I could put them out.
Nice. Mm-hmm. So, what was it like? How did you feel like this album or this project? Do you call it an album or do you call it an EP?
I call it an EP.
Okay. How did this EP? How did you feel this EP was like received by people? Like once you dropped it, like as opposed to like your first body of work.
I felt like it was a lot. It was received a lot. Like I feel like at least for me in the city of Atlanta, everybody has like really accepted my music and they love it and they just always say that I am an old soul. So that's how I felt when this came out. A lot of people really did like it. I know the numbers may not appear on SoundCloud, but it's on Apple Music and like on Spotify and all that shit. That is on there. Yeah, like, people definitely listening to shit. So yeah, I think it was received pretty well.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, because I listened to it on Apple Music as well, and I wasn't thrown off about the views because I know that once you like put like sort of like underground artist put something on Apple Music, it's like a little bit more like accessible. I want to say, so I feel like people be listening to it on there a lot. So I'm curious to when you started to be like, okay, I want to take this more professionally and also specifically. I know you mentioned like when, but you also got a manager. When did you get that? When did you get a manager to help you with all sort of like the business side of shit?
Yeah, so I had a manager during this time too. Okay. So I did have a manager, but I still appreciate her, love her down.
How'd you meet her?
My ex-boyfriend, his cousin.
Yeah, take all his friends. Fuck it.
Yes, his cousin. That's his baby mama. They're not together no more, but at the time they were together. And he basically told her that I sing, and she just fell in love with me, and she was just like, I really want to help you type timing. But at that time, she wasn't really, she wasn't doing enough for me. Like, all of that, I feel like I did for myself. Like, I had to go find somebody to do the cover art, or find somebody to mix it, paying. Like, all of that was coming from me. So, I was still with her. Mind you, I love her down. I'm performing a festival, opening up for Kari Fold and Baby Tape because of her. So, I still appreciate her. But, once I did the Afro punk shit, niggas started looking at me different in the city. I swear to God. So I was already friends with this girl, my manager now. Well, she's not a girl, she's a woman. She's older than me. Let me put some respect on her name. But her name is Queen. But David introduced me to her. So that's how I met her. And she basically was just like, I want to manage you. I really think that you have potential to go really far if we just give you the right foundation. And she basically Yeah, I appreciate her a lot. Like, she really shifted my brain into what an artist should be thinking, like how you like roll out all of that stuff. I never even thought about that until she became my manager, and then even she's the reason also why I met one of my favorite producers, Alan Thomas. He produced about 6 or 7 songs on my album.
Yeah.
So that's like after Afropunk, that was really when I started taking it serious. Like I was like, okay, like you need to write music, you need to be in the studio, you need to be constantly striving towards something if you want to get somewhere. And so she taught me you need to have videos, you need to have visuals, you need to have, like I wasn't even thinking like that at all. So around so I want to say that was like I guess all of that occurred around Afropunk was just the end of September. I didn't meet Alan till like
How'd you meet
October.
Alan?
Queen, she basically, because I told her, so by this time, everything will be okay had already been out for like maybe a year or coming up close to a year. But I knew I didn't want no more YouTube beats. And I hadn't been making no music either because I didn't know any producers. And I knew I wanted a specific sound, but it was just like everybody I was coming across couldn't make it. At least here. Like in Atlanta, everybody I was coming across didn't know how to make it. So eventually Queen was just like, I have this friend, Alan. Like, I think you'll like what he makes. So we went over there one day and I was like, dude. I was like, where have you been all this time? Yeah. And so I write alone personally. I don't like to write in front of people. Mm-hmm. But I'm getting out of my shell with that. I've been pushed since last year. I've kind of been pushed out of my box to do that, to write more in the studio. But I just had hella songs. So after work or after class, like I would just hit this nigga up being like, can I pull up? And he would just play me a bunch of shit. I pick which one I want. Before I go to my homie's house, Cam, record it, get it mixed, and boom.
Would you ever record at the same place with the producer, or was it always like sort of like separate when it came to like recording?
Sometimes I would, just because of like people's setups. You know, people's setups be different and stuff. And I don't really, well, I've recorded in like nice studios, like, you know, like real good setup studios. But like for my convenience, most of the time it's just at my friend's house. Like my friends just have the setup, and I have stuff too, but I don't like recording in the space that I sleep in. I feel like, I don't know, it's weird, but I need to break myself out of that anyways. Like,
do you feel unproductive in working in a space that you sleep in, just because like you're in always chill mode and where you sleep?
Yeah, like it's just like I don't feel like I want to work. I don't feel like I want to put my mind towards it. So it's like doing your homework in the bed. Like, but I don't look at music as homework, but also at the same time, I look at it like my job. It's like I'm taking it serious, so I'm not finna lollygag when I'm doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, it became more clear, I think, with this album, or this most recent album that you came out with, that you were taking it more seriously. Because I remember in the interview that you did one of your first interviews, you asked your manager in the interview, like, can I talk about this right now? And I was like, damn, this is someone who's taking this, like, I don't know, super professionally. And, like, I didn't see it as someone you're, like, asking permission, but, like, you're like, is this going to help the process if I talk about this or if I don't? And I thought that was like super interesting. But I do have like another question about sort of like collaboration in general. I know your manager has like opened the doors for like in terms of linking up with people that you really didn't feel like you had access to. But did you ever feel like the internet's like right here? There's people that you listen to like on SoundCloud, or were there people that you listened to on SoundCloud that you liked that were sort of in similar lanes where you could be like, oh, damn, this might be someone I'm interested in?
Yes, I'm shy as hell.
Yeah.
I'm so shy. And then, like, also another thing, like, I would say after I dropped, well, for collaboration, what I'm going to say is Alan was the catalyst to, like, people starting to come to me. And I don't know what it is. I'm kind of, like, low-key spiritual and, like, kind of into, like, different sciences and stuff and, like, human design. So, like, I'm a projector. So they say that I'm supposed to let people come to me in order to find my success. I have to just, like, practice on my own and make sure I'm good on my own. And like when the blessings come, like that's when and that's kind of how it be happening. Like when I look at all of like my successes or like just I don't know, goals that I've reached, like I had to just lock in on my own, and then usually it just aligns like that. But he was the catalyst to like more producers within that sound, that lane, and that range, like coming toward me, being like, "Let's work, let's do this."
Yeah.
And the third.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm shy as hell. And then also, that's what I was gonna say. I low key have ADHD. I'm sorry if I'm like,
No, don't worry about it. I do too.
people on like in this entertainment industry that we work in, I'm noticed that like people in their egos are like
Yeah,
really,
talk about
really big.
it. Yeah.
And I just get nervous because like I feel like sometimes when you tell somebody you love their work and you want to work with them and stuff, they kind of just put you in this box of like a fan, and it's like you can't do like they're never gonna look at you as like just your own
Interesting.
person, and I hate that so much, and that's why like I was a little like I don't like reaching out to people. Like I rather just let whoever.
Did that happen to you at all in this process?
I know. I wouldn't say no, but I would just say like I notice how certain people treat me based off of how they met me, and if that makes sense.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
In the way that they met me, so like they only look at me like that, but that's okay. That's okay, cool, because I'm working, and soon you're gonna wish you was working with me. So I don't care.
You feel like do you think that's like an Atlanta thing?
No, I think it's really, I genuinely think it's like the entertainment business thing. But it could just be like in the places that you meet people. And I feel this way so adamantly is because I got invited to like the Dreamville sessions for J. Cole shit. He had it in Atlanta.
Oh,
like,
how'd you get invited to that?
A really good rapper, old friend, but his name's Marco Plus. He's very talented. Very, very talented. Tap in with him. Okay. But he knows Jid. So he got invited and he was there like the entire week, and he just asked me if I wanted to come. So I ended up going and stuff. But I just like it's put me out my comfort zone in a good way. I was happy that I was able to like get out of my comfort zone. But there I started to notice, like, just because I seen so many big artists and like how people act in the room with other people and stuff, I just saw it, and it just kind of just makes me not want to like go out of my way to talk to anybody for real. Yeah. Unless it just makes sense.
Yeah, I guess you were kind of in a very like
it's probably a competitive space.
Yeah, that seems like a very competitive space. That seems to be like it's not very. This doesn't seem like a environment in which I would imagine you would like to be in music. Am I wrong?
Yeah, and I also don't like a whole bunch of people in the studio when I make music.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear what you think. I don't want to hear what you think. We're in the process of creating it. It's not gonna sound like perfect just off rip. And that's what it was. That's what it was like in there. It would be like 10 to 15 people in one room while you're recording, and everybody looking at you. It's like, damn, like please chill on me, like. It was also cool. It also made me want to be like, because I also did get to see people that could do it in a room and create amazing work. Yeah. It made me be like, damn, like you can do this in a room. It is possible to do it. But when I was in there, I was like, no. Yeah. But it was a very cool experience. And J. Cole is very tall.
Whoa, I didn't know that. How tall is he? Like, I think he's like, I've seen him. Go ahead.
He's like a giant. Like he looks like, I don't even know. He has to be at least like,
oh, dead.
Maybe like 6'3", 6'4", or something.
Whoa.
That man was tall. Like, you're going to be looking up at him type shit.
Okay, bet. Wait, 6'3", that's not too tall. So you must be really short then.
I'm 5'4".
Oh, okay, you're not that short.
Yeah. I feel like I'm average.
Yeah. In terms of producers, just talking about producers, what makes Alchemist your dream producer?
Bro, that man, oh my God.
Hey, what about him?
So I'm low-key a rap head too. Yeah. I be listening to a lot of rap music. But he just, bro, like this man, I don't know where his mind be at. But what he be pulling out of samples, everything he makes sounds so freaking beautiful. Like, and I'm just like, bro, can you work with a singer? Like, it's all rappers. I'm like, bro, like, it's singers that can get on your shit and eat. And that's me. Like, oh my goodness. And I also feel like he's not like, I feel like he's not that far. Like, it's not crazy for me and him to ever work. I just don't know if he ever want to work with singers. But I just love all of his collab albums with artists. I love the Larry June album.
Yeah,
I
that
love
album was super
the
hard.
Arm & Hammer album. Love that. What else? I love the shit with
Anything he does with Earl,
Currency.
I really love.
Yeah, Earl, of course. I love the one with Currency's album with him. Yeah, he's just amazing. Like the nigga's fire. And he also like, I like how he's not like, he's open to like working with like smaller artists too. That's why I said it's not that crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely
like MAVI and like Sideshow, but MAVI's pretty big now. So.
Yeah, MAVI's not sort of just like an underground artist anymore. MAVI's kind of like pretty, people know who MAVI is.
Yeah.
Is there someone you have been listening to that you want to like, that's more like on like a lower tier, not lower tier, but just like lesser known, I guess, that you're like, oh shit, like I would love to work with them. But yeah, I guess this also goes off of what you were saying as well, where it's like the moment you say, I guess I understand the hesitation.
I don't care.
Okay, bet.
I don't care. This one, if they want to look at me like that, that stops me sometimes. But I'ma still be me, and I still show up.
Yeah.
A smaller artist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think like somebody that's small that I would want to work with. I feel like all the people that I want to work with are like a lot bigger than me.
Okay, bet. Say him.
I know I want to work with MAVI. I literally have a song. I have a song that I want him to get on, but I'm so nervous to ask him, so I'm not gonna do it. But
I'm asking you right now.
I really could. We follow each other on Instagram, but I'm just nervous. I'm just nervous. I'm really just nervous. Oh, okay. So I can't spill that tea because it's not coming out. That song's not coming out.
Yeah. Okay. Bet. Do you have something in stores? Is this something big?
I do have something in store really big that's actually going to shock people. But I don't know when it's coming out. That's the only thing. But just know when it comes out, I'm pretty sure it's going to come out.
Who's deciding when it comes out? Who's deciding when it comes out?
I want to tell you so bad. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna give you a hint.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
Yeah, give me a hint.
It's one rapper out of the entire group. It's 5 of them, 1 girl. And the girl's really popping right now. She real popping right now. And they from Atlanta. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
If
we'll let you decide.
Huh?
We'll let them decide.
I know, like, because they're still working on their project. I'm just a feature on there. So that's I would say
pretty big. That's pretty big.
So we'll see. But I would say for right now, I'm gonna say I would want to work with MAVI. I would want to work with Ravyn Lenae. I love her down. Her down. I definitely would like to get something in with Mike. He's fire.
Yeah, did you listen to that new Kenny Beats tape that he came out with?
I haven't listened to it yet. Don't. I don't know if Kenny.
Not Kenny Beats. Sorry, Tony Seltzer. My fault.
Oh no, I need to listen to it though. I think I listened to like 1 song, but I'll just be so busy, so I just have to sit down and listen to it. I like listening to albums from like top to bottom.
Yeah.
So, but I like Burning in Desire. That was fire. That entire album was fire. I would love to get one in with my homie SUIQE. He actually
we interviewed SUIQE and he mentioned you as an artist he really loved.
See, I love him so much, and it's crazy. Like we haven't met. Like every time I go to New York, this man never be there. Like I just be like, bruh. But I would definitely love. We just need a link in person because he be the type of person I am. I like linking people in person too. When I make music, I'm not gonna say I hate when people send me shit, but I feel like it's just not the same. Like I have to be in the studio with you, and we, and if the song fit, then we recorded this file type shit. But I guess that's hold on. I feel like I'm leaving people out. Like I feel like I'm leaving.
Don't leave mine. Let it all out.
Hold on, let's see. Cause I'm a visual person. Oh, I want to work with Vayda for sure. I knew I was forgetting people. Vayda for sure. Fuck with her heavy.
You guys performed at the Femme Fest, did you know? Like together? Like she was on
No,
the.
we about to do that. Yeah, we about to do it on the 24th. So I'm hoping when we end up meeting and we click type shit, and we can actually get in the studio. Like I hope that will
When is
happen.
that? When is that? When is that? By the way.
The 24th of this month.
Of this
So
month. Okay.
yeah, I start rehearsal this week too.
How long's
Tomorrow
your set?
actually.
How long's your set?
It's not long, like 15 minutes.
Okay, bet.
But I'm gonna have a band. I'm gonna try to get at least my songs aren't that long, so I'll probably perform about 5.
Are you gonna be mostly performing this new album?
It's not the Nakupenda.
Yeah.
That's not new. That's been out since like 2020.
Yeah, I guess that's been out for a little bit. I don't know why.
It's been a year or some change. No. So I will perform. I'm gonna perform like some songs off of there because I just know like what type of songs people like to dance to, and just because it's a festival, I'm not gonna perform any of like the sad songs. I'm probably gonna do Like You, and then I'm probably gonna do the single that I dropped, Genius. I have a song. I'm gonna perform an unreleased song because I am getting ready to drop an EP.
Oh, lit.
Yeah, in the summertime. That's no secret. That I'm ready to drop. I'm trying to feed niggas this year. I want to drop 2 projects.
Nice.
But hold on, I can tell you exactly what songs I'm finna sing. So I'm doing Like You, Genius, Sun Go KP, and then I have a song named Sweet Nothings that is on my next project. It's a really good song.
Nice. When's your next? When are you planning to release next project? Like around what time of year?
The goal is June.
Yeah.
I'm hoping by June, that's when it can come out. But I just know how like things go. Like nothing ever really goes as planned. Sometimes stuff gets pushed back.
Yeah.
But that's the goal date, like by June, and then I want to drop a mixtape before the end of the year, and I want it to sound like. Did I feel the tea?
Go ahead.
I want it to sound like I kind of want to take a break from like the lo-fi type of sound. I kind of want to break off of that. I want it to sound like Kalela mixed with like 2012 Rihanna off of Unapologetic. Like I feel like that would be crazy.
Yeah, that's a monstrous combo.
Yeah, I feel like that would be insane. I don't know how I'm gonna get it done, but I think it's gonna happen well. I have a couple ideas of producers that I can hit up to make that for me.
Yeah, that's cool. So, just on the tail end of this, I know you mentioned like you'd want to be able to be self-sufficient for music, and you'd want to be able to have music pay the bills. What does like success in the music business mean to you? Whether it's like the traditional like this artist is a star, he's blowing, you know what I mean, and all over everywhere, or would you want to be someone who's able to just maintain their life and sort of have their peace as well?
So I think about that a lot. Now that I'm getting older, the ideal trajectory that I would like to see for myself, I would like for myself to get big, like to a point where I am everywhere, but then like I can like it can seclude down. Like I can still be normal, and I still have my fan base, and if I go on tour, people still come and see me. Almost like how Earl is. Like I'm sure that man can't just walk out in midday, like, and somebody wouldn't recognize him, but he still has like a sense of normalcy to his life. Like somebody like, I feel like somebody like I guess Beyonce, obviously, she can't just go nowhere. She can't do nothing. Or like Ice Spice, like she can't just walk outside without a swarm of people attacking her. I don't know how. As a Leo, I feel like I would enjoy that attention, but also at the same time, I am a person that really enjoys my privacy. I like being to myself. So yeah, I would like to blow big and then, just feed my fan base and be successful off of that. And just make sure my mama's straight. Really. Like, As long as my mama's straight and I'm financially free and I'm making like music that makes me happy and the people that love to listen to me happy, I'm good. I don't need nothing else.
Yeah. Sorry, I just cut off for a little bit. Bet.
Mm.
Do you have any last shout outs?
Any last shout outs? Shout out to every nigga that fumbled me because it's turning me into a bad bitch.
Talk about it.
Stay blessed and spread love. Be positive, even when you don't feel like it.
Wow. Wow, this is great. Damn, you really spilled the tea. You really gave us a lot to work with.
I'm happy I did that. I'm happy.
All right, guys.
Question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, is this still recording like a part of the interview?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask. Are you Ethiopian?
I'm Somali.
Ah, okay. I'm Tanzanian.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. The East African connection.
Wait, are you Muslim?
I am.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Are you Muslim as well?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
bet. Are you fasting at all right now?
Yeah, prayer mat right there. Not too much.
Not too much.
But yes, I am fasting. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired as hell. I have like 15. When do you guys break your fast over in Atlanta?
Hold on, let me see. It's not for like another hour and some change.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, it's not for a good minute. Like that. Oh, I know. I'm tripping. 7:43. So like 15 minutes. I'm gonna eat and then take my.
Yeah, what are you gonna eat? Is your family close by at all, or are you on campus? Like where you at?
So right now I'm on campus, but I don't want to live down here no more because I'm a senior. So it's like my last year. I just took this semester off. Yeah. But my mom don't stay far from here. It's like 15, 20 minutes. Really like 15. Okay. But I be cooking for myself. Yesterday I cooked for myself, but I want my mama cooking. I don't want
yes.
I don't cook at all.
No, I feel that. Say that's what I'm living in DC right now. But my mom is in Portland, Oregon. That's where I grew up.
Oh, damn. That's far.
Yeah, so it's far. But I'm about to go see her in like less than a week.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm about to get that home cooked meal that I haven't had for a while. Especially during Ramadan. I think during Ramadan, being home for food, I think it's just like that's perfect. Even though you're fasting all day.
Yes, because that's when it hit more. And you appreciate it. You appreciate it so much. It's made with love. Like you be like, damn.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, and lastly, free Palestine, because that's what I be thinking about too, like a lot. Well, free all the countries because the Tigray, all those people, like they've been, all these wars have been happening for a long time. But I be thinking about all these people when I'm fasting. Like I just be like, these people don't have no food, they don't have nothing, and all you got to do is just not eat for 8 hours. Like you'll be alright.
Yeah, I know, literally.
Like you will be okay, but you're blessed.
I keep seeing videos of little kids in Palestine like fasting during Ramadan right now, so I'm just like, there's so little for me to worry about right now in terms of like being hungry. But yeah, that's a huge shout out. But with that being said, thank you, Kapwani, for coming on with us. This was great.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is Sleepwalker, y'all. We'll see y'all later. Peace.